Yo, good morning, everybody. Good afternoon on the East Coast. How's everybody doing this morning? It is so wonderful to be alive today. It's another great day. And first of all, I just want to say good morning to everybody. See how everybody's doing. What's going on? How you doing? Do me a favor, everybody. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Take your finger like this and just tap, 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 tap that like button if you would. Pretty please, with sugar on cherry on top, if you don't mind. That would be absolutely amazing. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to kind of go through a couple of different things that I've been looking at. And so what I've done for the past, so for my friend Eric Trujillo's Trujillo, Eric Trujillo, his fundraiser today, what I've been doing for the past 10 days since you guys saw me last, I have been meeting with individual people and just literally just taking the money right out of their hands. People have just, I've just continually told people time and time again, I need $5 or $10 from you to donate directly to Eric's GoFundMe. And so this is a combination of people and who've donated money. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do this fundraiser for Eric Trujillo. And let me find the link. Let me see if DLZ Clips is functioning just yet. We'll see if he's up yet. And I'm obsessed with getting this accomplished because you're supposed to help people who are less fortunate. You're supposed to help people who and you can see what it says here, help make a miracle happen in my life. And so good morning, Jeff Hates Pigs. What is going on? Mikey, SWE, News Now Fort Worth. How is everybody? Thank you guys for coming to my fundraiser this morning. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up Eric's fundraiser. Strickland, thanks for Strickland Daniel. Thanks for joining. Thanks for becoming a member. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button just real quick. And before we begin this little fundraiser, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys a video from Dragnet Transparency because I told her I was going to cover this video. And I'll tell you what, when you see this, you're really going to realize that the coppers, and you know what, I'm going to show you a short I'm just posting right now as well on YouTube, on the YouTube. So here it is, and I'll airdrop this on my MacBook so you guys can see it. Okie dokie. So got that there. Now I want to show you this video because this has just been haunting me for a while now. And I actually downloaded this already. And then I was going to show it, but I was like, you know what? Let me just go to Dragnet's actual videos and let me show this. So we're going to show a couple minutes of this. And let me give her a good promo here so that she can get some subscribers. This is a good lady over here doing good work. And then we're going to jump into Eric's fundraiser right after this. Good morning, everybody. Has everybody hit the like button? Did you hit the like button? And then did you put OTVO in the chat? I see Gloria over there. What is going on? Easy Cameras. What's going on? David, how are you? Daniel, Mikey B. I don't see a Chevy yet. I'm looking for a Chevy. I don't see a Chevy. I don't see a Greg. I see a Gene. V Boyer. I don't see V Boyer here, but that's okay. Chevy and V Boyer have already contributed. They've already donated. I have some of their money here. I'm going to be donating it right now over this live. Good to see you, Michael. Michael Dolan is in the hizzy. What's going on, Michael Dolan? So, it's funny. So what I've been doing personally is I have been talking to people individually. And so I have new friends because I've made new friends to raise money for Eric's fundraiser. And so I'll start to shout those people out. But let's watch a little bit of Dragnet Transparency's video so that you guys can see what's going on. And here's her channel. There it is right there. This is her channel called Dragnet Transparency. And she really needs some more subscribers. So, I mean, she only has 1.8 thousand subscribers and she does such good work. Officers been arresting people for DUI, having blood tests come out negative, false DUI arrests. So just so you know, she has a bunch of great videos on here over at Dragnet Transparency. So get over there and subscribe to her channel and tell her you're Team DLZ, baby. You are on Team DLZ. And I mean, a lot of these videos, child hit by police cruiser with no dash camera, officer involved in a fatal crash blow. I mean, look at the views over here. This is way too low for her. You guys have got to get over here and subscribe to her channel. You could sit there, just so you know, you could lose 2 hours watching all the videos. New video released of a man having argument with cops before shooting. 11-year-old boy shot by cops with his hands up. I mean, she's putting out some damn good content here, and I want to get you guys over here. It looks like she covered the same LAPD shooting that we covered last week. Celebrate Tennessee Air Show. A person, a critical incident in Albuquerque. So Dragnet Transparency over here, this is her channel. She's doing good work. Let me drop her link down in the chat so everybody can get over here and subscribe to her channel. This woman is doing the Lord's work. She is sharing with us what is going on. So there's her link right there if you guys want to get over there and subscribe. And now let's get into this video where these persons. Dragnet Transparency right there. Get over there and subscribe to her channel and tell her that I sent you.
You know why I'm contacting you?
Not a single clue.
Not a clue?
On the night of December 3rd, Fort Collins police stopped Harris Elias because the officer said he didn't yield the right of way to pedestrians in a crosswalk.
How much alcohol have you had tonight?
I don't know.
Is there a reason why you don't answer questions?
Legally, Harris knows he doesn't have to answer most questions, and he has a reason for not trusting police.
I can smell a faint odor of alcohol coming from your breath or your person.
And then the fact that you say you smell alcohol is a lie. It's an outright lie.
Harris Elias says the arrest had him seething.
I was angry.
Put a 1 in the chat if you have seen cops lie on camera and you believe they should be fired if they're caught lying on reports. This guy went to jail. A bunch of guys went to jail. Wait till you see the rest of this video. This is riveting.
I had heard this song and dance before.
Heard this song and dance before nearly 2 years earlier in Loveland.
So the reason that I asked you out of the car is obviously I could smell an overwhelming odor of alcohol.
That was a Loveland police officer who arrested Elias despite the breathalyzer results.
I understand that you lose zeros, so that leads me to believe that there's something else going on.
Blood results for alcohol or drugs would later show not detected. So fast forward to December 2021, when Elias would again be placed in the back of a police car for DUI.
Jesus Christ!
Elias says the officer slammed the door on his knee, which becomes significant later at the jail.
We are at the jail now. We're going to start a breath test.
Officer Jason Hafferman turns off his body cam audio just as he's about to give Elias the breathalyzer test. When he turns the audio back on,
Are you needing immediate medical attention to where we need to go to the hospital now?
he offers to take Elias
So this guy's a total thug, pig, jackboot.
to the hospital to have his knee examined. And because breathalyzers have to be conducted within 2 hours of a traffic stop, this means he can demand a blood draw from Elias instead of just the breathalyzer.
They use that as, in my opinion, a pretext to avoid getting the immediate results on the breath test and to go for the bigger fishing expedition with the blood results at the hospital.
Attorney Sarah Schelke says blood results for alcohol and drug came back not detected once again, exonerating her clients.
Police retaliate against people who don't immediately do whatever they tell them to do.
Do you think officers maybe have an unconscious bias to think when a guy won't answer questions, he must be hiding something?
Well, that's part of our training. We make sure that that's not the case.
We asked Fort Collins Police Chief Jeff Swoboda if it was appropriate for his officer to mute his body cam just as he was about to give Harris Elias a breathalyzer.
Yeah, he muted it when he got on the phone, and that's one of the things we're looking into as to what was the muting for. The policy does allow us to mute the body camera from time to time.
Harris Elias says the arrest was worse than the Loveland incident because he spent 3 days in jail before he was allowed to bond out and had to deal with Child Protective Services. Because his teenage son was in the car when he was arrested, he was charged with child abuse.
As a single dad, to have that sort of intervention and a criminal charge is absolutely terrifying. They were threatening my family.
It was his girlfriend who had to pick up his son at the arrest scene.
Either he's getting blood or breath for DUI, so it's one of the two. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's.
He hasn't been drinking. He's been like doing my electrical in my basement.
I'm sorry.
Sorry is exactly what Harris Elias would like to hear from Fort Collins Police.
And at the end, if there is something that we ever done inappropriately, I'm not above apologizing to people.
Chief Swoboda says anytime DUI results come back negative, his department does an internal review.
It's concerning that later it came back that he didn't consume any, but that doesn't mean that the officer didn't smell alcohol inside the car on his breath or on his person.
But Chief, isn't that exactly what it means?
Yes.
Still, you could have alcohol on your body. Somebody spills on you. You're smelling something.
I want accountability from the top down. I want them to know that these issues matter.
So you want to know what's really shocking is what we learned after interviewing Harris Elias and the police chief. Turns out this one officer is responsible for 8 other DUI cases where the blood results came back negative, and another case where a judge says Officer Hefferman lacks credibility. So much more to this story coming up for you tonight at 10.
All right, we're looking forward to that. Real quick, before you go, you were able to track down other people arrested by this officer, maybe in the same situation?
Correct. Yeah, we actually interviewed 4 other men, all of whom say Hefferman should be fired. He's now the focus of an internal affairs investigation, but he has not been suspended. We're going to show you the body cam. You can decide for yourself if this officer had probable cause or not. Matt, when we started on that 9 p.m. story, we never guessed we would meet a second, a third, and a fourth man, all arrested by the same officer for DUI. And as you'll see, all exonerated by body cam and blood results that show there was no DUI to begin with. And when we pressed Fort Collins police, we learned that there are now at least 10 questionable DUI cases in the past year tied to this one officer who was the lead DUI officer for the department.
I can smell a faint odor of alcohol coming from your breath or your person.
We've already showed you the body cam of Harris Elias, DUI arrest number 1.
And then the fact that you say you smell alcohol is a lie. It's an outright lie.
His DUI dismissed when blood results showed alcohol or drugs not detected.
I really, honestly would love to know how many times this happens to people.
More than you might ever imagine when it comes to Fort Collins police officer Jason Hefferman.
How you doing?
This is body cam of Harley Padilla, DUI arrest number 2. Padilla is severely disabled by a previous motorcycle accident.
Trying to get to Denver.
Okay.
The 50-year-old can only speak through his throat because he has no larynx. He says body cam shows Officer Hefferman was lying when he accused Padilla of swerving.
It just showed that he was lying, and he had no business pulling me over.
It's terrible. There's no excuse for it.
Troy Krenning is Harley's attorney and a former Fort Collins police officer.
Wait till you hear what happened to this man who was wrongfully arrested. This is mind-blowing.
Officer himself, who says his old department needs to get rid of Officer Hefferman.
I think he should be fired. I don't think he should ever be allowed to testify in a courtroom again.
The judge in Padilla's trial wrote, the court finds that Officer Hefferman lacks credibility, based both on what the body cam showed and the blood results, which found no alcohol and 3.7 nanograms of THC, below the state's legal impairment limit of 5 nanograms.
They said they still felt suspicion for DUI. When I had smoked it over 12 hours.
Unable to pay his $1,000 bond, Padilla sat in jail for a year.
The only thing that gave me hope was knowing that I beat these charges. I was just waiting for trial to come so I get out.
When you know you're an innocent person, it's not a place you want to be.
Derek Groves, DUI arrest number 3, spent a night in jail after he crashed a Tesla while looking at his phone. But Officer Hefferman refused to believe that was the cause.
Not only are you people to different sizes, but your eyes are doing certain things. They're not necessarily tracking.
The body camera captures an individual who is completely sober, who is not impaired to the slightest degree.
Attorney Matthew Holtzman got charges dismissed for Derek Groves last week when the blood results for alcohol and marijuana came back not detected.
We're seeing this investigation unfold in real time, in which Officer Hefferman is essentially fabricating what he's observing in order to support probable cause to make an arrest.
I think he should be relieved of his job or not be able to be a police officer anymore.
And then there's body cam from DUI arrest number 4. It shows Cody Urbacher taking a field sobriety test, walking a straight line. Then Cody has to stand on one leg and count. seemed to do fine. 3 minutes later, Officer Hafferman tells him to touch his nose with his left hand and his right hand. No obvious signs of impairment, and yet Officer Hafferman says,
I do believe that my safety will be driving. So you're already arrested
like so many others, Cody Urbacher's DUI would be dismissed following a negative blood test for alcohol and drugs.
It's definitely frightening to know that there's a cop that is willing to charge people for a DUI that they didn't commit.
Being innocent still cost Cody a lot, $8,000 to $9,000, he says, for an attorney and weekly breathalyzers, not to mention missed job opportunities from employers who would not touch him because of a pending DUI.
Financially, it's been a struggle. You know, if he's going to accuse random citizens of DUI charges, why is he on the force? How has nobody figured out that these are false charges?
So Fort Collins police now say Hafferman is facing an internal affairs investigation for all of these questionable DUI cases, but he has not been suspended. I should mention that across the department, there have been 12 DUIs since the beginning of 2021. Hafferman is connected to 9 of those 12.
All right, you mentioned a judge found the officer, and I quote here, lacks credibility. So what does the DA from Larimer County say, and can he rely on some of this officer's other arrests to make cases?
Big question, Matt. So for now, yes, on a case-by-case basis. Though late this afternoon, the DA did send me a 2-page letter where he ends by saying, we expressed our expectations to the Fort Collins Police Services that Officer Hafferman's conduct dramatically improve if we are to prosecute cases he submits much more.
Dramatically improve. He's arresting people he just says are drinking when they blow zeros. Dramatically improve.
More about the story on our website.
It wasn't the only problem in the department. I absolutely know that Hafferman was not the only problem in the department.
He was one of at least 11 people falsely arrested by a Fort Collins cop for DUI, and now he's behind one of 5 lawsuits seeking justice. Those 5 new lawsuits going after the Fort Collins Police Department for a series of bad DUI arrests exposed by the problem solvers last year.
The officer involved resigned before he could be fired. Investigative reporter Rob Lowe with why those lawsuits say Jason Hafferman was not just alone a bad apple.
The lawsuits say Hafferman's propensity to arrest innocent people for DUIs should have been noticed and stopped by his superiors long before Fox 31 started making public records requests.
Well, the first time it happened to me, it was shocking. And I thought there's no way this can happen in a community like Fort Collins.
Harris Elias was the first person the problem solvers learned had been falsely arrested and charged for DUI.
I can smell a faint odor of alcohol coming from your breath or your person.
Blood test would later reveal alcohol and drugs were not detected in his system. An internal affairs investigation started April 13th, 2022, just 5 days after the problem solvers made its first records request for the Elias body cam.
It's easier for them to pretend there's not a problem and to sweep it under the rug.
I mean, I was screaming my innocence from day one when I told him 6 times, I'm not under the influence, officer.
Derek Groves appears to pass the field sobriety test on the body cam footage, but like Harris Elias and so many others, it would eventually take blood results to prove their innocence.
I said, I promise you I'm not under the influence. I am getting a lawyer and there will be repercussions. And here we are to this day.
This day arrives with 5 lawsuits filed by attorney Sarah Shelke, but she says there's way more than 5 victims.
What we uncovered was astonishing. Nobody was reviewing what this officer was doing.
And they still are not. They still are not reviewing what the other coppers do. They have a system that they don't encroach on another cop when he's doing stuff wrong. We read it together in the Mullen Commission that one cop won't stop another bad cop. He sure wishes they would be taken off the force, but he's not going to do anything about it. I mean, it's just a joke. The entire system, you know, as you guys know, I was never a big defund the police proponent. You know, it just doesn't seem feasible and reasonable to me. But what does not seem reasonable or feasible any further is allowing this tyranny to continue, allowing cops. I mean, look, the entire system is wrought from the very bottom to the very top. You heard Elias say, this is not the only problem. You're hearing the attorney say, we've uncovered 4 cases where this filthy, nasty, jackboot thug pig is arresting people and charging them with DUI. And whether or not you prove your innocence, it turns your life upside down. Where's the third party to review things as an independent party and saying, well, wait a minute, this guy blew zeros. Why are we still prosecuting him? Why is this still going on? And the DAs get bonuses. The DAs and the cops are hand in hand. DAs and the cops walk around like this. They love it. They love it. They love it. They do this for each other, and it's regular.
Shelkey says Fort Collins Police knew or should have known Hafferman had already falsely arrested 8 people in 2021.
8 people.
But the police chief didn't mention that when we interviewed him in May of 2022.
If we send out blood work and it comes back that there wasn't any.
So this piece of garbage during this interview who's sticking up for this pig, he already knows the cops arrested 8 people wrongly on May 25th, 2022. He already knows.
There, we look back at it. We say, let's reconstruct this. What happened?
He didn't. You're sitting there lying right now. Look at him. Everybody will say, oh, there's some good cops. And this guy gets up there, puts up a good face. And he's lying. He already knew the cop has arrested 8 people wrongly. He doesn't care. Look at his eyes. Straight devil.
Back that there wasn't any in there. We look back at it. We say, let's reconstruct this. What happened?
At that time, Chief Jeff
But you don't do that. Why?
Swoboda told us anytime DUI results come back negative or not detected, the department reviews the case.
Supervisor able to go back and look at a body camera.
Nobody at Fort Collins was supervising this officer, and that's why it didn't stop.
Shelkey says an audit trail she obtained of body cam footage shows supervisors were not reviewing Hafferman cases.
Look, all these guys are not drunk. All 4 of these dudes in this little frame right here, their lives were turned upside down. This guy went to jail for a year because he couldn't make bail.
Despite numerous negative test results that should have raised red flags.
We went and got the audit trails. Nobody was reviewing it. The first time these people were looking at Hafferman's wrongful DUI arrest is once KDVR started running stories on Hafferman.
She doesn't just blame Hafferman, she blames his supervisors, whose names she says were suspiciously redacted from the Hafferman Internal Affairs Report.
That was comically absurd to me.
The Internal Affairs Report, changed by the prosecutor, shows a red flag. In multiple cases reviewed, Officer Hafferman mutes his body-worn camera.
This guy is not only lying in the reports, but then when things aren't looking too good in terms of the best evidence, he's muting it or losing it or saying it's just, not functioning.
Shelkey says she discovered at least 5 cases where body cam doesn't exist because she says Hafferman claimed his camera was malfunctioning or the video somehow got lost.
How many times have we heard that? How many times have we seen the coppers turn off their camera, turn off their...
Another 10 cases where portions of the body cam are muted.
It should be a crime for an officer to mute his body camera ever.
Oh my God. Put a 1 in the chat if we've said that on this channel 1,000 times. Put a 1 in the chat if we have all sat here. And I think Just a Nobody, King Charles, Tommy, Santiago, Deanna, Katie, every single person in here has said, why doesn't the camera footage go to a third party? Why do these guys get in charge of the transparency that we put on them? We pay for it. And then they decide whether or not we get to see it. And they redact it, edit it, turn off the sound. If he didn't turn off the sound there, then the guy who was editing it would have turned the sound off for him. And this is the problem. This is the entire problem. SWE Observer, he knows it. Arthur knows it. Mikey B knows it. We all know it. And yet we continue to give these guys the body camera. Who's doing that? The Republicans and Democrats that you've aligned with and say, oh, I'm a Republican. Oh, I'm a Democrat. They're doing it together. It's 2 wings of the same bird. Why don't we get the body cam footage? It's been 10 years. We should now be like, why do they get the body cam footage? It's not working out. They're hiding body cam footage for years as they kill people. Wonder how many other people are dead right now that their last video is still hidden on a body camera somewhere. This is atrocious. And we're allowing it to happen. We're not revolting, and we should be.
Body cam was muted in the Harris Elias case, right as he was supposed to take a breath test that might have proved his innocence. Instead, he was forced to undergo a blood draw.
Fort Collins Police may say, listen, we did an internal affairs investigation. He resigned in lieu of termination. We held ourselves accountable. Would you agree?
The police always say that. We've investigated ourselves, and this is what we've determined. Well, you know what? We're going to investigate you in the federal courts, and we'll let the chips fall where they may.
The lawsuits were actually filed in state court, not federal, but Harris's point remains the same. Because many of the DUI cases were sealed once the charges were dismissed, Sarah Shelke believes there are more victims out there. Cases state.
Did you hear what he just said? He just says it really quickly, but you need to listen. Listen to what the reporter says here.
Court, not federal, but Harris's point remains the same. Because many of the DUI cases were sealed once the charges were dismissed.
Many of the DUI cases were sealed once the case was dismissed so that they can hide for the bad pig. So they can hide for the bad piggy.
Sarah Shelke, are more victims out there she hasn't been able to find. Again, the Internal Affairs report acknowledges at least 11 cases where no alcohol or drugs were detected. Rob Lowe.
That's over at Dragon Net Transparency. Y'all get over there real quick. You know, I got to do something with you guys live on the phone right here. This has to happen now, whether I like it or not. So I'm not going to. I have to call the clerk's office right this second.
Jury services, please press 3. For tickets or arrest on federal land or property, please press 4.
One second. Let me double check on something real quick. I'm going to show you one more of Dragnet Transparency video that I saw the other day.
Questions in the surfaced questions in the shooting death of a 12-year-old boy. Elias Armstrong was found dead inside a stolen vehicle on February 12th. The Denver DA's office declined to file criminal charges against the owner of that stolen vehicle who shot the boy due to insufficient evidence. Now, before we show you the video, we want to warn you it may be disturbing. This video shows the stolen vehicle's owner run up the car, followed by what Denver police described as
I've seen this already, so just real quick, I'm gonna let it play. You can hear it, but I can't show this obviously.
It's an exchange of gunfire, and the vehicle owner told police
Okay, are we still live? Is it still working here? I'm not sure if it's are we still on? I have no idea. You guys put a 1 in the chat. For some reason, StreamYard just took a great big dump. I have no idea why that just happened, but it sure did. It sure did. It sure did. That was very strange, but a lot of strange things are happening right now. So let's take a look here again. Let's go back to this, and we're gonna go right back to this right here.
DA's office for comment in cold blood. Now we both using a phone app to.
Okay, let me share the screen with you guys so you guys can see what I'm looking at. There that is. Let me open this big so you guys can take a look at it.
12th and Decatur, where this shooting occurred. The 12-year-old was shot twice, drove a few blocks away, where he was found dead. Now, we spoke with a legal expert before that video was released, and although she hadn't seen it, the lack of charges brings the use of deadly force into question.
There isn't really the same type of right that exists just chasing your property. If someone steals your car, you don't get to chase them down the street and murder them in cold blood. That's not how it works.
Now, we have reached out to the Denver DA's office for comment.
How's it going? Okay. Gotcha. So what's going on? Like, what happened? How did
The car's stolen. I have it on GPS.
Okay.
I've been talking to you guys for 30 minutes. You guys just keep telling me everything that you can't do, your dispatch, right? And I'm not throwing it on you, man. But, you know, we can't do this, we can't do that. I'm like, hey, I'll go do it myself if I have to. Like, if that's what you guys really want.
I gotcha.
So I have it right here. If you want to start calling in on your radio,
Yeah, no.
here's
So
the vehicle.
we have different areas, different officers are dispatched to different areas. So
Right,
I could take a
different
look.
We're completely inept. We don't really help the people. We're just here for our own money and our own pension. We don't really give a damn about anything other than making sure we go home safe to our family as we take you to dungeons and kill the populace.
And I could see where it's at. And I could let the other officers in that area know kind of where it's at.
It's right down the street here, man. So we're right here. It's right here.
What
Been
kind
all
of
over the city.
vehicle is it? Is it a Audi?
2016 Audi Q3 black. It's now headed westbound on Locust Street.
Okay. Can you take a look at it a
Yep.
little closer? Sure. You said it's been all over the city. When did you park it here? Just to get a time frame.
It was stolen probably 45. Once you guys stop it and we stop the vehicle, it'll tell you everywhere they went.
Okay.
The whole trip.
Gotcha.
Can I have my coat back? I took my coat off so you can see I'm not armed. Right? Okay, cool.
I appreciate it.
It's been about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
For
Let's see.
GTA.
Is there
You guys may have not heard that, but listen to what he said. I took my coat off so you know I'm not armed because he's afraid the cops will shoot him.
a way to follow like a route that has been taken, or is it just
You can see the whole
live?
route. I can tell you live. Yeah, I don't want to
Okay.
take it off live because I don't want them to know the vehicle's being tracked.
I got you. Okay. That's a good point. It is already. It keeps traveling. So
It's
even
been
that,
120 miles an hour. They're moving around. So
Okay. And those are, I guess, the indications of when it stops, hard stops.
when it
and
stops,
goes.
yeah, it takes off.
Okay. Let's see.
So listen, I don't want to bust your balls.
No, you're fine.
But if you guys can't stop them, I'm going to take a lift and go home and get my vehicle, and I'm going to stop.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get both
So I
sides.
just want to know what you guys are going to do.
So the way these typically get handled, just so you have a rundown of kind of even what dispatch likes to say, because they're going to be in their control room reading things.
Sure.
Typically, what we'll do is, especially with tractors like this, is this like a tractor that you have to charge, or is it in the vehicle?
It's in the vehicle.
Okay. A lot of times, I'll be honest with you, a lot of times they wait for the vehicle to rest and stop so they could
Get a
actually
lift home.
basically coordinate to basically get it. Because here's the thing. So a lot of these guys that witness property crime like that, a lot of these guys will basically take off from police, and that causes a whole other liability if it crashes, gets totaled, or if it runs over.
I'm going to go get another one of my vehicles.
Here's all the excuses as to why we're not getting your car and you got your car back. You could have given us the GPS tracking, but we're not going to get your car back.
Vehicles and run into them. That's fine. I'll stop them. They're not going to keep moving from me. I have insurance.
Well, like we mentioned,
I'm legally allowed to run into my own vehicle. It's my property.
well, like we mentioned, like our dispatch already told you.
Yeah.
They already advised you what you should not do. I'm not going to tell you.
Put the words rightfully indignant in the chat. Rightfully indignant. Put those two words.
Sure.
What way to go about this, because I know how your perspective is as well.
Absolutely.
At the same time, I want you to understand that. Okay.
I get it. All I'm saying, man, is listen, it's right here. If you guys don't want to go, it's okay. Like, I'm not going to bust
here's
anyone's
the thing.
balls. All I'm saying is I'll go get it, but the phone call is going to be much different. It's not going to be an emergency at that point.
You have to also understand that, like you mentioned, there's multiple jurisdictions that be interacted. We just can't patch channels automatically like that. So that's why we're saying a lot of times we have to watch where it stops so we can coordinate with if it's in Aurora, if it's in Arvada, if it's.
Shut up, dude. He tracked the car down. You don't got to coordinate a damn thing. You follow the GPS tracker that he has in his car. This guy's just cop-splaining garbage.
It was in Arvada. It was here. It was in Arvada. It's back. So
I got you.
Again, I don't have a jurisdiction. I'll go get it. It can be wherever. It can be Colorado Springs. I'll stop them.
I hear what you're saying.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
This guy's questioning that we're not doing our jobs well. And he's saying that he can do our job better than us. And then he did. I'm so mad at him.
Okay. So for now, I mean, like I mentioned, let me grab your info real quick just so I can start doing the gist of the report. I'm watching it right now. It's still in Denver.
I'd stopped like 4 times. You guys have had multiple opportunities. We were just sitting for like 10 minutes.
Here's what you have to understand as well. There's not just officers everywhere, just at all times that are free. They have calls of
Just cops-splaining garbage as to why they don't do their job. We don't need these guys. We need to defund them and get new organizations for security that don't include that they get our rights.
So if they're tied up, resources. I was actually here pretty quick because I was the only one that was in service until they pulled off to cover me because you mentioned a gun. That's why.
Where's the car right now?
It's right here. It's going off westbound of...
Just an open line so that Circle K security were
Does
reporting.
this not show street locations?
Yeah, it won't go streets, but you can pull up their address right there.
Okay. Gotcha.
Did you too?
Yeah.
Run into it.
543 David, show me your
how things work. I know you're frustrated. I get what you're saying, but unfortunately...
What's the address?
Huh?
What's the address?
The address is going to be currently 3201 Clayton Street.
Let's go home and get the Land Rover or Range Rover.
Let me go and let District 2 know.
Yeah, and just for the gist of the, like I mentioned, I get the frustration. I understand. I can still do just the report for now, just so it's advised. So in case there's a description out there, there's locations that we can actually be on the lookout. Basically, send information out to our officers in any jurisdiction to be able to have their
I'm
eyes
just
on
gonna
it.
do the vehicle. I'm gonna go get it.
So you don't want to report when you take care of?
For what?
Because it's going to help document it. So if other officers
Document
there.
what? I'm gonna go get the vehicle.
Have you ever had?
You guys will have a
you
lot of
ever-
documentation to make
Have
here soon.
you ever had a vehicle stolen from you?
No.
Okay. So I'm trying to explain to you the process of reporting it stolen. We need your information, vehicle information, so we can put that in our system so
Right.
other officers
Here,
know
let me-
what's
what
going
I'm
on.
saying is, listen, I can sit here and make a report with you right now
Correct.
to tell you about all this information, and then you guys can hopefully maybe one day find the vehicle.
No.
Or I can go right now and stop the vehicle.
So
I'll call you when they're on the ground, and then you guys come and get them. Super simple.
Doesn't work that way, but I mean,
Oh, it doesn't work that way. It can't be super simple.
Does it not work that way?
there's a lot of liability to that, a lot of criminal allegations to that. Just because it's a property crime and you take someone down like that, you'll be liable and charged for murder. Or a car.
Write me, man. Write me. Do what you got to do. I'm good. Believe me.
I'm not saying
we're good.
I'm not saying that's the outcome. I'm just saying there's consequences to taking action on yourself. Whereas these guys are 4 guys armed with rifles. Who knows?
There's consequences to taking action for your own property. Here's these 4 guys with rifles who wouldn't help you to begin with. And now that you found your stolen car, we're still not going to help you. We're going to make it hard for you.
And if they pull a rifle on me, then I'm justified.
Yeah, you
We're
are
good to go.
But the thing is, if they're not and you decide to take someone out like that,
And we're good.
They mute it. We're children. We're not allowed to hear it.
I'm not here to play the what.
Now this cop's getting irritated.
I get it. I get it.
I'm telling you.
Absolutely, man. I got you.
Sorry, what was
that? Now they got the air tied up. You got his information. You can start this. And,
No, please. I mean, can I just get your license real quick? I can, if I get like 5 minutes of your time to get all that information, that can be done on my end.
No, I get you, man, but you want 5 minutes of my time so that you can write a report. I'm going to go and get the vehicle. You guys can write a different report here in 30 minutes.
Okay, here's that phone, just so you have that. Did you already give the plate number to the dispatch?
Yep.
Okay.
So as long as there'll be a false alarm.
Yeah, I'm going to get it. Yeah, that's good. It's okay, baby. I'll go get it.
436. Can't find anybody else right here.
So what's a good contact number you have?
What time did you get here?
We've been here for an hour.
An hour?
It took you guys 45 minutes to get here after I reported it.
I
It's
just
probably
wanna
gone.
know.
You know, I get you.
Yeah, yeah, I just
And
wanna know.
again, you guys may think I'm being an asshole to you. I'm not. I'm gonna.
I'm an asshole to them.
I'm not taking offense. I'm not taking offense. I understand. Like I told you multiple times, like I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, I want you to be also be careful. That's not. I'm just saying that to say we're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
I also want you to be in a safe situation if you go there. Into that route.
I'm not asking something before the footage. You guys have footage? I don't have the camera. Yeah.
2900 North Downing Street, sitting.
Send me a link. I'll have it.
So
0 miles an hour.
any unique damage or any unique features on it that can make it identifiable?
It's all black.
All black.
All black says Atlas on the plate.
Okay.
Moving at 120 miles an hour.
What's the value of the vehicle?
50 G's.
Okay. You're the sole registered owner. Everything like that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Northbound. Baby, it's okay. I'm gonna go get it.
And so it was locked, secured, no keys left in the vehicle, nothing
I
like that?
have a key, maybe because I rent the Montero, so maybe the other key was in. I don't know.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you. Hey, so I'm here with the cops. They don't, they want to wait until it's like stopped and all that stuff. Probably stripped. I don't know. So I'm gonna go home and get another vehicle and go get it.
Where are you at?
I'm at Texas State Brazil right now, but I'm gonna go home and get.
Haven't we learned? I mean, haven't I learned? Haven't you watched me this past year? If you call the cops, they don't help you. You just deal with more issues from the cops.
The Range Rover and then go stop these people myself. Because I was waiting for the cops. 45 minutes.
You just got to sign about a minute ago, man. I'll be honest.
No, I got you. It's not you, man. I'm not busting your ball, bro. I get it. We've been waiting for the cops. So I'm gonna go home and get the Range Rover, and then I'm gonna go stop these guys. All right. Bye.
So is there any access for that? Is that just like your own app? Like how do you get that?
This is the only way you can.
Okay. Okay. So with this situation like this.
On February 5th, a man who Denver police still have not identified reported his car stolen from the Northfield Mall. Police say the man used an app to track his car to the area of 12th and Decatur, the Sun Valley neighborhood in Denver. Denver police told us this week 911 dispatch told the man not to pursue the car, which they say is standard guidance from a dispatcher. It's tough to see here, but surveillance video in the area caught the moment the man pulls up to his stolen car and parks. There's no audio on the video, but it appears someone hops into the driver's seat of the stolen car as the man comes running out, followed by what looks to be smoke from gunfire. The car drives away. We now know 12-year-old Elias Armstrong drove the car over to 10th Avenue. He was hit in that exchange and later died. Police believe other suspects in the car ran away. They have not identified them either. To this day, no charges have been filed. Democratic District Attorney for Denver, Beth McCann, said in a statement Friday that they met with members of Armstrong's family last week to explain why they could not press charges against the man, citing in part, quote, self-defense issues which were present at the time, and they did not feel they could prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt to a jury. And meanwhile, Denver police have told us that their investigation remains open. The other suspects, they say, have not been identified or located. They also still have not said who fired first. Kyle, I just got off the phone with Elias's father, Thomas Armstrong, a few minutes ago. He says they held a vigil for Elias last night, and they called the DA's decision, quote, a slap on the wrist.
I mean, somewhat unusual to see police say they continue to investigate something while prosecutors say we don't have a chargeable offense here.
And our legal expert has told us in the past that it is very, very rare to see a DA change their mind after more evidence and after making a ruling like this.
So get over there to Dragnet Transparency and subscribe to her channel if you guys would, please. It's let me really take a look at her whole channel here. Dragnet Transparency. You know, new video of a man having argument with cops before shooting a 12-year-old that stole it. So, you know, the parents of the 12-year-old, in my opinion, should be charged. They're the ones who are responsible for not raising their kid. So get over here to Dragnet and subscribe to her channel. And now, real quick, what I have to do right this second is I have to call the district court real quick to try to get a hearing for something I'm doing right now. So
please press 1. For attorney registration, please press 2. To speak with jury services, please press 3. For tickets or arrest on federal land or property, please press 4. To speak with a docket clerk, please press 5. To speak with Deb Kempe, the District Court Executive, please press 6. To repeat these menu options, wait while I transfer your call.
Les Paul, good to see you guys. Shakur Capital. Hello?
Yes, how can I help you?
Hi, I was calling for the clerk for Judge Andrew Gordon.
Okay, one moment.
Thanks.
Let me give you their number.
Oh, 1 second. Let me. Okay, go ahead.
702.
Yep.
868-4940.
Okay, thank you. Good to see you, Scrub. Jenny, nice to see you.
You've reached the chambers of the Honorable Andrew P. Gordon, United States District Judge for the District of Nevada. Please leave your name, telephone number, and the case number you are calling about, and someone will return your call as soon as possible. Thank you. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Good morning. This is Jose DeCastro. I called yesterday. I was filing an emergency motion to get a hearing with Judge Andrew Gordon before the 13th. If you could please give me a call back. I'll give you my number yesterday, and the case is going to be 2023CV00580. I called yesterday. The case number is 2023CV00580, in which I filed an emergency motion for a hearing. So if you could please take a look at that and let me know. You can even email me, deletelaws, DELETELAWZ @gmail.com, and let me know if we can get an emergency hearing before the 13th. Thank you. I do appreciate your time, and I hope you have a great day. I'll call you back in maybe 1 hour because you guys are probably at lunch, I hope. Okay, thanks. Bye. Okay, cool. So now let's jump into pretty crazy stuff. So now let's jump into the fundraiser for Eric. And so what I want to do right now is I want to open up Eric's fundraiser here. And I hate that. God, I hate that. They try to direct your traffic and what you're going to do and where you're going to go. So right here, what I just did just now is I donated $10 to Eric's fund. If you guys are unfamiliar with Eric's fund, Eric is on Team DLZ, and he's ill. He's fallen on hard times. And so what I did just now was I donated $10, and this $10 is from my friend Rich, who gave me this $10, and this is one of multiple $10 that Rich gave me. So right here, 33 minutes ago, when you guys were watching the video, I donated $10. And so what I'm asking anybody in here to do, who's going to match me? Who's going to match me right there? Because I need people to match me if we're going to get to the fundraiser goal. So right here is the link in the StreamYard. I'm going to put the link for Eric's fundraiser. Eric is a good man. I have talked to his brother and his family in case something tragic happens and I'm unable to reach him. And he's having a tough go right now. So who's going to match me? I put in $10. It's only $10. Who's going to match my $10? The link to the fundraiser. So who is going to match me? Who's going to match me? I just put in $10. Who has $10 to match me on Eric's fundraiser? Who is it? Who's going to be the first person to jump in and be like, you know what? You put in $10, I'm going to put in $10. So who's going to do it? I'm ready to hear it. Just let me know in the comment section who's going to throw in. Boom. Is going in for 10. Scrub. I'm going to check the GoFundMe right now. See what we got here. So there's 40 donations so far. We've reached 1/3 of the goal. Here's the goal right here. We've reached 1/3. And just so you guys know, I am not going to stop until the money is raised. I'm not going to stop because this is going to go over 3,000 today, maybe 3,500, hopefully, hopefully more. I'm not sure, but this is the goal right here. I put in $10. Scrubzilla is going to match me. Scrubzilla is going to match me. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Scrub. I appreciate it. This is Eric Trujillo. Trujillo. Let me get his name so you guys can really take a look at it. Eric Trujillo right here. So this right here. So hello everyone. My name's Eric Trujillo. I'm 45 years old. I live in Northwest Washington State near Tacoma. About 2 years ago, my life was drastically changed. Forster, when I was suddenly hospitalized for a couple months and diagnosed with heart failure and stage 3 kidney failure. I'm writing to everyone today to help raise money to get a Quicken Mobile Falcon HD foldable electric wheelchair, which costs $29.50, and also an Oricam for my eye, Visual Pro Assistance for the blind, which costs a staggering $4,250 on Amazon. Currently, I'm legally blind with no vision in my right eye, about 10% vision. I'm asking for a miracle to be able to afford the Oricam, my sensitive eye reader with facial recognition and many other features that would be such a blessing in my life. So just imagine if you needed a wheelchair with artificial intelligence to be able to see to get around. The doctors at the hospital gave me 6 months to live almost 2 years ago, but I changed every aspect of my life in order to live as healthy a life as I possibly could, to extend my time and enjoy the time I left on this beautiful planet we all share. My advanced stage heart failure doesn't allow me to get out and do things I would much rather do, to major fatigue, and it's a massive edema or swelling in the feet, legs, torso, or hands that comes with advanced stage kidney and heart failure both. Many days I'm unable to walk due to this condition. This is why this is the most inexpensive small folding electric wheelchair would be the biggest blessing in my life. So I put the link down in there. You guys can read that yourself. I put in $10 just now, and I asked someone to match, and Scrubzilla is going to match me. So I'm super, super grateful for that. And now, so this is from Rich. And now I'm going to go a little heavier here on the next one. I got $20 right here. Who's going to match me? Who's going to match me? I'm going to take this 20 right here, and I'm going to turn this into electronical funds right now on Eric's GoFundMe. I'm going to go over there right this second, and I'm going to donate another $20. Who will match me for this $20? Who's going to match this $20? That's okay. That's okay. Scrub, I've known you for a long time, dude. I believe you. They're going to match you $10. I need someone to match this $20 bill. Who's going to match a $20 bill and donate a $20 bill today? And that's what I'm going to do. I'll look for it in the comments. That's okay, Scrub. Get it in there as soon as you can. So I'm going to put 20 more in. Who's going to match me for $20 more? Is anybody going to match me for $20 more? Maybe I should do the fundraiser tonight. I can do it late tonight if we have to, but I'm ready to put in this $20 right here for Eric's fundraiser, and I'll pop over there right now. I'm just waiting for someone who can match me. I got Greg right there. Is that Greg? Are you coming in for 20, Greg? Are you coming in for 20? I mean, Greg, I think this might be your 20 because one of these 20s was from Greg. So I don't know. I don't know if Greg is matching his own $20 bill. But let's get this fundraiser accomplished. Let's get the fundraiser accomplished. So is there only 100 people in here? Wow, yesterday there was 2,000 people and now there's only 100. So hi YouTube, how you doing, man? How you doing? How you doing, YouTubes? So yeah, is the chat working? Maybe can you guys put a 1 in the chat so I know that the chat is working? I'm not sure if it's even working. Is the chat working? I'm not sure if this chat is working. I don't see. Oh, we're at 98. You know, I asked everybody to get their wallet out, so it's going to be. There's going to be Piper. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Piper got a 1 in the chat. Eric hates pigs. We had Jeff hates pigs, and we got Eric hates pigs. We have Jeff hates pigs and Eric hates pig. Oh, cool. Thanks, Tube Stock. Tube Stocks threw in a couple bucks. I appreciate you throwing in a couple bucks, Tube Stocks. So let me go over there, and I'm gonna make this 20 right here. So here's the $10 bill that I put in 30 minutes ago. There's $20 bill right now. I'm gonna put these to the side. I'm gonna go over to Eric's GoFundMe, and I'm gonna put that 20 bucks in, so you guys will be able to see it appear in live time. 1 second. It'll just take me 1 second to get this in real fast. Donna Smith matched me. Greg matched me. So there's 2 people here that have matched. Let me refresh this page real quick. So right here, you guys can see this right here. Greg and Donna have both matched me right there. And Scrubzilla's coming in for 10. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Whoops. Let me see it. Let me try it like that. There's no in between. You can't just have a half and half. So there it is. Jennifer just put in 20. Jennifer just matched me for 20. There it is. Thank you so much. I know, Greg. Greg, hey, Greg, I'm well aware of that. But if they're going to put in money to other people, I don't care. I don't care. Ego is done. I don't care. If I know that, Greg. I know these things. But hey, what's going on? Boom there. So Jennifer. So let me get my 20 in so I can keep my word here and get my part done. So let me donate my 20 right now that I just said I would do. There's 20. I'm not doing the GoFundMe tip here. I'm not doing that. I'm too busy. You know, I got too many things going on here. There that is. Cool. Okay. There it is. I don't have it. Donate now. Okay, cool. So I just threw in 20 more. Let me see if that goes through. It did go through. Absolutely amazing. Cool. So now let me refresh this page, and we should see that there it is right there. Anonymous threw in. See all. Oh, okay. So this that anonymous one was a friend of mine that I called last week, and I asked him to donate. So let's just see all of these real fast. So here it is. There's 20. There's Donna Smith's. Can you guys see that? I hope everybody can see what I'm doing right here. So there that is. Cool. So we've put in a little bit more. God bless, Brian. God bless you. Thank you. Press with Ranker. Good to see you. Okay, cool. So that's what's that's the internal drama going on, but I appreciate you donating, dude. So to me, it doesn't really matter as long as we are able to help Eric get the funds that he needs. That is really cool. Cool. There was the first donation. I wish this worked a little bit. Okay, there it is. Have that right there. Cool. Are slowly but surely making progress here. That's what we have in there right now, and I'm going to refresh that right now. I think Jennifer said she was coming in for 20. Let me refresh this page real fast. I still need someone to match this $20 bill right here. Is anybody going to match me? Can somebody match me on the 20 that I did in for Eric's fundraiser? If you don't donate money, you don't. But if you do have 20, if you would please throw in 20 right now to match me. I'm waiting, patiently waiting for someone to match that 20 that I just put in, and I will just keep on refreshing the page. And so this is a fundraiser for Eric who needs an electronic wheelchair with a AI visual cam. So let me jump in over here. Let me take a look at this real fast. Okay, so I'm back over here. Cool. I want to see all the donations pop up. There it is right there. There it is. Let me refresh this bad chicken. Let me refresh the whole page and see if that helps. So this was a different friend of mine who I called. This is a different friend. He would like to remain anonymous. This person right here. I don't know who Michelle is. Is one of the first donators. So we're still there. We're still there. So as you guys can see in the past, I put in 30 so far. We got 10, 20. We got 10, 20 in so far. Join the list, donate now. I already did that. I joined the list. I donated now. And look, this is a small little room in the morning, so I'm not that worried about it. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate it, man. God bless you. Boom, Greg. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much, Greg. I mean, and you guys don't donate money that you don't have, please. Please don't donate money that you do not have. There's Greg's right there, y'all. Greg right there threw in 20 more. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. So just in the past 5 minutes, we've raised 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, $90 in 10 minutes. $90 in 10 minutes. And all I have to do, Daryl, where are you at? Daryl just threw in, actually, Daryl donated through a super chat here. Where are you at, Daryl? I just saw you in here somewhere, Daryl. Where are you at? Where is my man, Daryl? Where is Daryl? Where is Daryl? I just saw Daryl in here. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate you donating. Thank you so much. And, you know, if we have to do this, there it is, Jennifer. God bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This man is a GoFundMe account, and none of this money goes to me or anybody on the team DLZ. This money is straight going to Eric's account. And I'm Daryl, there you are. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, Daryl earlier threw in $11 or $12 here on a super chat. Let me see. Yep, Strickland Daniel, Michael Dolan. Michael Dolan threw in a couple bucks. Here's Daryl Kirk. Daryl Kirk threw in $11, and then here's TubeStock. TubeStock threw in $2. I appreciate you throwing in $2. Thank you for joining the channel as a member. I'm super grateful. I will take that $3 and I'll donate it straight to Eric. Straight to Eric. This is a really small room, so I'm probably not going to continue the fundraiser too much right now, because I just don't think it's a big enough room to raise the $7,000 that we need to raise. And so that's cool. Whatever though. I mean, I'm good with this. I'm good with getting maybe we can get another $10 in there. Is anybody good for, I mean, you know what? Daryl put in 11. So I think what I'll do is so I only get half of the super chat money approximately after taxes and after YouTube takes its cut. So between Daryl and between Michael Dolan and between TubeStock, that equals $15. So I will put in another $10. I'll put in another $10. I'll put in another $1 right now so that we get $100 raised for Eric on this particular fundraiser. And that's what I'll do. I'm gonna put in this $10 on Eric's fundraiser, and then we're probably gonna call it just for the moment on this. But let me donate another $10 like I said that I would. Oh, did you PayPal me? SWE Observer just PayPal'd me. So let me just check that out. You guys are welcome to send me a PayPal, a Venmo, a Cash App, and I'll take your money and I'll put it directly into Eric's fund. As a matter of fact, on that note, let me read out a couple names of PayPal who sent me money recently for Eric. So thank you. I appreciate it. If you PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App me, just put wheelchair or Eric Trillo in the chat, and that money will go right there. Boom. SWE Observer. Just Chevy. I haven't even seen Chevy in the chat. Chevy, I haven't even seen you in the chat. Chevy's not even in the chat. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Chevy? I haven't even seen you in the chat, and Chevy just threw in $100. What's up, Playboy? Chevy is not even here. He's not even in the chat. Let me take a screenshot of this so you guys can see it. You guys got to, I mean, he's not even here. Chevy, you're not even here, bro. You're not even here, Chevy. Let me save this, and I'm going to, so we got $10 from SWE Observer, and we have $100 from Chevy. So let me show you the screenshot of Chevy's donation. He's not even in the chat. Chevy, what are you doing? Listening? Are you listening as you drive or something? I don't even know what you're doing over there. Right there, $100 from Chevy Bucks for Eric Trillo, right there. I paid a $2.99 fee. I got $97.87. So there it is. So with SWE Observer and Chevy Bucks, I'm going to throw in another $110 right now. God bless you. Thank you for your donation. Let me go through right here and put that in. I'm going to put 110 in. How about that? Put 110 in. I'm sorry, GoFundMe. I can't tip you every time. Sorry, dude. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know. I tell anybody I'm not a billionaire. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. If you tell anybody, then they're going to think they're going to think bad things about me, that I'm not super, super rich. So there that is. Save the card for future donations. Right there. Donate now. There it is. 3, 2, done. Money went through. Cool, cool, cool. All right, now let's take a look at that. Let's see what that looks like on there. Thank you so much. I mean, you're not even here, Chevy. SWE Observer. SWE Observer lives in Sweden. The guy doesn't even live here. He's donating to people. Unbelievable. So, you know, I also, there's money right here from my friend Carl. Carl, you know, let me just tell you what Carl did. I don't have the check in my hand. Should I grab the check? I should grab the check. I should grab that check. So I would grab the check, but I cashed it. So so there's $150 here from my friend Carl, who sent me the $150 in a check to my address. He sent me a check for $150 to pay for Eric's. So let me show you guys that went through so that you guys can take a look at it yourselves. Just take 1 second. There's 110, and that money came in from Chevy and from SWE Observer. And then I said I would put in 10 more, and so I did. And so now we are at $2,722. And this is a pretty small room right now. There's only a few people in here, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. Because we have made it a little bit further than we did yesterday. So look, with the people in here, I'm stoked with this amount right now. I'm super stoked. So let me just refresh this bad chicken real quick. There it is. I mean, look at it. You guys can see it. The money is starting to be real. It's really starting to come in. I thought we were at 27. Where's that one? Where's the 110 I just put in? What's the deal here? We love Eric. Okay, so now where's that? You guys just saw that 110 and then it disappeared. Where'd it go? Where's the 110? What's the deal? I just put that in. That was a donation straight from the Chester, who's not even in the room. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do, yeah, Greg, it doesn't seem to update very fast. You can see the 110 now. Jennifer can see the 110. Okay, cool. So because I got that and I got that in there and I got that in there, but we still got a wad of cash from John and from Carl and from Chevy and from V Boyer. V Boyer threw in cash. Do you see V Boyer in the room? I don't even see her in here. So great, Jennifer. Absolutely great. Okay, cool. I've been on for an hour. I've got a lot of things I got to do today. So I still have more money that I'm going to ask people to match me either tonight or tomorrow morning. I'm not stopping. We don't stop. I mean, this channel is about helping other people. If you want to give to others and you love that feeling, the same feeling that I get when I help people, then you're in the right place. This is where you're supposed to be, because I'm going to keep on raising money until Eric's wheelchair is paid for. Let me refresh this page real quick and make sure that 110 showed up here. I still don't see it, Jennifer. It's frustrating because it was at 27. Maybe I should go like this. I still don't see it. God, it's bugging me. Whatever. Okay. Okie dokie. So I'm going to come back on again later tonight or tomorrow morning, and I'm going to finish this fundraiser. I'm going to find out where that 110 went. I'm going to contact GoFundMe right now so you guys can check up on that, and you'll see that go through. And we don't stop. We don't stop. I'll have a premiere coming out in about an hour, maybe a little less. DLZ Clips is going to send me over the thumbnail, and that's what we're going to do. So OV Boyer was here. You mean she had to go to work? I'll bet she had to go to work. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, Jennifer, thanks. Yeah, Jennifer's saying it's gone again, but mine was doing the same thing. So we'll get that accomplished. And it could have been, whatever, but we're going to get it. And I'm going to put the rest of this cash from Carl. And let me read also another someone who sent me money in from PayPal that I cashed the money out and I got hard cash to show you guys just because I want more people to match the funds, or we're never going to get there. We're never going to get there. Mary, thank you Mary donated. Mary put some money in to the account. And so I'm taking part of that and I'm putting it in. Adam, Charles. Okay. And then let me check my Venmo real quick and see if anybody Venmo'd me so I can put that money directly in. If you guys Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal me, please put Eric Trujillo or Wheelchair. Either one is just perfectly fine with me. And so I do have a balance in PayPal. Let me see what that's for. Yeah, it's not from today. Okay, cool. But let me see Cash App, if we have anything in Cash App right now that I can donate in. Boom, right there. I got P Rex for 50 more, and I have Michael for another $5. Michael, thank you so much, bro. P Rex, thank you so much. So there's another $55 right there. That's not the cash. So this is additional monies that I didn't know was going in today. So I'm gonna do it right this second. I'm not gonna wait. Someone gives me some money to donate. Let's donate. Let's just get her done. There's $55 more. Oh, there's the 110. The 110 did show up now. There it is right there, y'all. There it is right there. There's the 110 that just came in. So now P Rex threw in 50 and Michael threw in another 5. So let's donate another right now. Let's donate that $55. If anybody wants to match half of that or a quarter of that or all of that, I'm looking forward to you matching, but let me donate that money in right now. And this is from P Rex and from Michael. I'm sorry. I wish I could tip you, GoFundMe, but I can't tip you all the time. The tip cup thing, I wish I could. I just can't all the time. I wish I could. So I'm just putting in money right here real quick while you guys are here. There that is. Please save the card. There that is. Donate now. So that should go through. Let me see if it's going. Did that go through? It did. It did. What's the? What is the deal? Let's see what happens here. I hit it twice. It didn't go through. Your donation wasn't successful. Please check your payment details or contact your bank. Nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to try PayPal because maybe my bank thinks, oh, my bank probably texts me. They think it's fraud because I'm doing one donation after the next. That's okay. Let me just check with my phone, with my banking here. Yeah, that's what's going on right now. The bank thinks it's fraud. So let me log into my account. Let me make sure this 55 goes through. I want to make sure this money goes through. So okay, I'm just trying to make sure this money goes through. I want to get this money in here. I'm trying to get this money in here. Okay, 1 second. Let me come back to you guys and see what's going on over here with this fundraiser. Thank you, P Rex and Michael. So you guys just check the GoFundMe because I'm at 1 hour and 13 minutes now and I got other stuff I got to do today. So you guys can check the GoFundMe, P Rex and Michael. I'll get your $55 in there. Apparently I've got to call my bank. They sent me a text. So let me hit my bank back and then I'll jump back on here. I'll have the fundraiser posted. There it is. DLZ Clips put that in there. I got to get the flock out of here. I've got a bunch of legal cases I'm dealing with right now. I'm suing a bunch of people. And so, you know, and the thing is, for the people that I'm suing, I will not relent. I will not relent. I warned you. Leave me alone. You decided to play. Okay. Okay. I love playing court games. It's my favorite. So we'll just continue. I'll just continue until we get to a settlement phase. I will just continue. I will continue doing what I do. LVMPD, I'm going to continue. I will continue. Okay, cool. So we got some money in. I got to get my bank. I got to get that $55 in there. It's bugging me. It's not there. So anyway, let me get the flock out of here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Later, Gators.